Good morning, students. This morning we are going to add a new chapter at our class that is related to hypertension. And physically, we are having this class. On video, you can see Vikas sir, our professional yoga teacher, and many yoga asanas has been taught previously in school. But this morning, Vikas sir encouraged me that you should have a physical video of yoga. And this morning, it is related to hypertension, how hypertension can be prevented or it can be cured by various yoga and asanas. The first one is Tad Asana, and here we can see, or Vikas sir will give the demonstration of Tad Asana. In your book, that is the procedure. The procedure we are following, and Vikas sir will show how Tad Asana can be done. First, raise your hand up, stretch your bodies. You can see the movement of feet, movement of hands, and slowly upward. Inhale oxygen and slightly down, down, slightly, slightly. Normally you will be in a same position. Understand, student? Now sideways position. We will repeat it 2 or 3 times again. Hands up. Stretch your toes. Stretch it. See, you can see sir stretching toes and hands straight, finger closed, chest out, and look forward. Do not look down. Student, you have to look forward. This is the procedure for third asana. Again down. Now you will be in same position. Turn your right side down, right side, and follow the same procedure 2 and 3 minutes. Stretch it. You can see how sir is stretching body. Hand straight as much as you can stretch. Very good. Stretch. You can see the position of toes. Slowly you will be down and rest in same position. Okay, good morning, students. We had seen physically about the procedure of Tadasana. Now I am going to share you about the benefits of Tadasana. Here we are performing Tadasana or learning about the benefits of Tadasana, for how Tadasana is benefit for hypertension. Every day-to-day life we are suffering from hypertension as we are following the critical situation of COVID-19. We had somewhere or sometimes suffered from tension, anxiety, and hypertension, and it is related to our blood pressure also. The normal blood pressure of an adult is considered 120 to 80 mmHg. That is normal blood pressure. A person whose blood pressure reading are beyond 140 to 190 is said to be having in hypertension. The blood sugar level increases. Suddenly, the blood sugar level increases. At that time, when the blood sugar level increases, at certain period, we are in hypertensive mode. Hypertension can be prevented as well as cured if the following asanas are practiced day to day life. If we will practice day to day life, the procedure of Tadasana: stand up in attention position, lift your arms upward, stretch your hands upward, raise your heel and come on your toes. You have to repeat this for 10 to 15 times, or if you are willing, you can increase your time also. Benefits: it is helpful in developing physical and mental balance. It reduces obesity, it cures constipation and cures digestive problems. There are many problems related to your digestive system, related to our stomach. Tadasana is helpful in curing the digestive system problems. It improves body posture. It is directly related that Tadasana is very helpful, or it improves body posture. It is an excellent asana for who wants to enhance their height. It is beneficial in treating hypertension. How it is very helpful in treating hypertension? While performing Tadasana, the circulation of blood flows normally. This is why Tadasana is very important in curing hypertension. Contradiction: if you have low blood pressure, you should not do this asanas. High blood pressure and low blood pressure. In case of headache, you should avoid doing this asana. Who suffer from blood circulation problems? Okay, sir. Now you can see sir standing in front and hands up. Close your both hands and sit. Second leg, and rest your upper limb or your waist. Stretch your arms again forward and touch your knees. Slightly you will perform it, and students, remember that you have to follow it slowly, not too fast and not too slow. For performing Vajra Asana, you have to perform in a right and correct way. Again, you can see Vikas sir performing Vajra Asana. Turn yourself, face toward the camera. Again, sit and hands up. Inhale, breathe. Slowly you will put your hands on your knees. Very good, students. You can see, and it is very important to perform also. Nowadays it is a need, and it will be beneficial for you also. Benefits. Next heading is Vajra Asana. Vajra Vajra Asana. Procedure. It is a meditative asana. Kneels down on the ground or floor with your knees as shown by Vikas sir and given our demonstration regarding about Vajrasana and followed the procedure of Vajrasana. Place your palm on your hands on the knee. The upper body should be straight. At this time, the breathing should be deep as slow. Expand your chest forward and pull abdomen portion inward. The procedure of Vajrasana. Benefits of Vajrasana. It is helpful in improving concentration because it is a meditative asana. That's why it is very important for improving. It helps in improving concentration also. And for you students, it is important as you are studying many subjects and many questions are at your mind. You can take a help to improve your concentration with the help of Vajrasana. It is helpful in curing dysentery, back pain, and chest disease. It enhances memory power related to concentration. That's why it is very important and helpful in enhancing memory power or increasing the capacity of brain. It removes mental stress. It strengthens the pelvic muscles. In a performing this Vajrasana, you had seen how pelvic muscles can be improved. It cures postural defect by sitting and placing your knees in a right position. You can also, and it is also helpful in postural curing postural defects. Okay, Pavan Muktasan procedure. Okay, lie down. First you have to sit, then lie down on your back on a plain surface. Here you can see the surface sir is using and a mat. Keep your feet towards and place your arm beside your body. Take a deep breath. When you exhale, bring your knee toward your chest. You can see. Bring your knee, and here you can see the performance. At the same time, press your thigh on your abdomen. Thigh on your abdomen. As you can see, the physical is performed by Vikas Gupta sir. And again in same position. Again by left leg, same, knee toward your chest, towards your chest. Okay, very good. And Hold the asana when you breathe normally. When you breathe normally. Exhale and release the pose after you rock and roll from side to side about 3 minutes. Again, you can see both the legs up, hold your knee and towards your chest, head up towards your knee. Ensure that you loosen the grip. Okay, now you had seen Pavan Muktasan is performed, and this chapter is related to hypertension, how hypertension can be prevented by doing various asanas. Next asana is Pavan Muktasan or Pavan Muktasana. Procedure has been physically told you about by Vikas sir. Here you have to lay down on a plain surface as shown by sir and place your arm beside your body. This is the procedure. At the same time, press your thigh on your abdomen. Benefits. What are the benefits? It eases the tension in lower back related to our spinal cord. It enhances the blood circulation in pelvic area. It helps in reducing the fat on thigh because in Pavan Muktasana we are involving our thighs for creating an asana like Pavan Muktasana. It helps in abdomen muscles, strengthening abdomen muscles. It also manages the intestine and organs of digestive system. It helps in releasing the gas, thus improves digestion and helps in constipation. What are contradictions? Contradictions are that when we are able to and when we are not able to do the asanas are called contradictions. If you are suffering from heart problems, high blood pressure, slip disc, we should avoid doing Pavan Muktasana. Pregnant women should avoid doing this asana. Pregnant women should avoid. If you have abdomen surgery or problem related to your abdomen, your stomach, you can avoid. Individuals suffering from piles should avoid this asana. These are the few contradictions when we are unable to perform Pavan Muktasana, and we are talking about asanas related to hypertension. Ardha Chakrasan. Again, the procedure is for Ardha Chakrasan. Stand straight with both feet together. Stand straight, you had seen, both feet together. Hold your hips Straight your arms and stretch it upward and hold your hips with your hands. Bend slightly backward without bending your knee with slow inhalation. You have to inhale oxygen also. Here you can see the procedure. Remain in this pose for some times for few seconds. Again, hands up, forward and in same position. Again we will repeat this. Your hands up, straight, hands on your hips, bend backwards, your knee, bending your knee with slow inhalation. Students, you can do according to your facility. You can perform it 5 and 6 times again in same position. And in sideways, you can see again it has been repeated by 2 or 3 times. Again same, bend slightly little backward. Slowly you have to do. Students, always remember, every asana or exercise you have to do slow. Again in same position and hands up, again in normal position. Ardha Chakrasana procedure we know. Stand straight with both feet together as shown, as demonstrated by the sir. Hold your hips with your hands. Bend backward without bending your knee with slow inhalation. Remain in this pose for some time and continue it for 5 to 6 times. Benefits: it helps to make ankles, thigh, shoulder, chest, spine and abdomen stronger, because this part we are involving much in Ardha Chakrasana. It relieves stress and tension, improves digestive system, it reduces fat on the waist and thigh, it relieves stress in neck and shoulder, it relieves stress in neck and shoulder. While performing Ardha Chakrasana, we pay more attention in our neck and shoulder, because we are involving this body part in Ardha Chakrasana. So it is very helpful in relieves the stress in neck and shoulder. Contradiction: avoid performing this asana if you have migraine, if you have a severe headache, it's called migraine, low blood pressure, diarrhea. Avoid this asana if you have peptic ulcer and hernia. Avoid this asana in case of hip or spinal problems or spinal injuries. It can be in a different ways: by accident, by playing you fall down. Spinal problems cause many spinal problems. Pregnant women should avoid doing this asana. These are the few contradictions of Ardha Chakrasana.